Amen.
I mean, if it's oneness and it's all there is God, then it's got to be God with the drug addicts and gangbangers.
Yes.
We can't make exceptions in the way we practice this. We cannot practice fear as we go out into the world because we are the ones that know something different.
Yes. Amen.
We cannot be afraid of our children. We can be careful. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're careful, it cannot come from a fear mindset. It cannot come from this person I see is less than me. Mm-hmm. Dr. King said we're more concerned about tranquility and the status quo than about justice and humanity. Mm-hmm. I was taught that the job of a minister is to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. Mm-hmm. So if you feel a little afflicted by some of what I have to say up here, that's all right. Mm-hmm. That's all right. We gotten a little comfortable.
Amen.
We got some prosperity in our lives. We got a partner in our lives. We're feeling good. The teaching is working for me. Yes. But don't ask yourself why your car is getting broken into and you feel afraid in the community if you're only willing to use it for you.
Amen.
What's going on, East Bay? God is going on if we're willing to go on with it.
Yes.
And when we got into these conversations about the police, it got really contentious, and some people just shut down. I can't deal with this. Folks are hating the police, and that's not the spiritual teaching. We love spiritual bypass, right? Or we're taught to turn away from the problem and don't even think about it. Well, you got to look at when somebody come to you as a practitioner and says, I have cancer, you don't say, oh, nope, don't say that. You don't have cancer. I mean, you're going to teach them the truth, but you got to at least start with the condition, and you just have to separate the facts from the truth. Those are the facts that somebody has presented you, but here's the truth. And what happens when you can do that, when you can hold fast to recognizing that there is a problem that is hurting someone, and then you can know the truth, here's what happens. They have developed something called MH First. Mm-hmm. And their first responders, they started in Sacramento and they're also here in Oakland, who are solving the problem of police shooting and killing people with mental health challenges. Mm-hmm. See, that's a real issue that we don't always want to deal with because we're uncomfortable with people with mental health challenges, so now they're throwaway. Well, now what can we expect the police to do if they was waving a machete?
Yes.
What we can expect is that there's somebody who is responding to the internal crisis, not seeing that internal crisis as a threat. So the MH First folks go, they get on the phone, and they talk to the person like they're a human being. Right? And now we have police who are being trained in these techniques. Yeah. I have a friend whose nephew was having a bipolar episode. She said, I'm not really a big fan of the police, but I have to tell you, when they showed up, they were amazing. This is what happens if we take this philosophy and get involved in the conditions in our community. We can't say, oh, we have this philosophy in here, if we can't apply it to what's going on in the prisons. Ain't that right, Reverend Anthony?
That's it.
We have a prison ministry here that goes inside and gives people hope